Again, just divulging this information. My mic's gonna be muted for today because I forgot to plug in the. I forgot to plug in my microphone before I started. So, in order to divulge information, I'm just gonna use this. My terrible webcam mic. Okay. So that's what's happening. No mic until I'm needed. Actually, not as bad as I thought it was. But I guess I did do some adjustments on it before. I'm pretty much done with these. I just have to really do the details. The actual coloring and line art, I'm pretty happy with. A little bit of touching up that might be, but a touching up that might need to be done on some corners here and there. But yeah. It's actually raging a bit because I got tagged in a tweet and I was like, okay, cool. And then I realized, where'd that art trade, brother? We're gonna just use this as a reference here. Let's just drop this in. God, this mapping brush is fucking doo-doo! I think I might need to go into Krita to do this. Getting a big Krita vibe. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That's reasonable. Okay. I think all I have to do left is the backgrounds. Everything else is pretty much done. Okay. I don't want to go too hard on the background because that's just going to take away from the actual figure. I forgot you have to go through all the mini game music before you actually get to like the stages. Gotta get back to playing Metroid Dread. That's my shit, dude. You'll probably get a nice parchment texture with. I remember a few weeks ago I was fucking around in Metabang, and they do like these you do like textures and shit, like for the paper. It's something about like overlays or something. Probably get some nice little textures going on here. Make this look a little bit more ancient. What do I want to do here? Not that. That's for sure. Oh god, every time I hear that music I just think of losing. Being the only one who lost. It had to be the saddest moment on Twitch for me. Here we go. This is something closer to what I was thinking when I hear stadium music. Where's the masks? There it is. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Should I add a shadow? I probably shouldn't add a shadow. Alright, should I do a little bit of electricity? Yeah! Might as well do a little bit of electricity. Yeah. Let's get a little bit of lightning there. Oh shit, what the f... Ah, the clipping mask was on. Oh my god, the basic ass stadium, like Pocket Monster Stadium music is still on here. Okay, I thought it was just gonna be all the Western version. Okay, just more background noise for me. I don't care. I can't spell today. There we go. Bear with me while I learn to spell, college graduate. My favorite parts about life is the fact that the state of where I come from, you basically, they have to say that you are, like, once you graduate college, they can't take that away from you. They can't revoke your degree, your bachelor's. Once you have a bachelor's, they gotta say that you are, by the state of New York, a college graduate. The state of Long Island, state of California, state of whatever. You can never take away your degree once you have it. What's up, Justin? How's it going, brother? Brother. Yes, sir. I had these ready for like I had these done last week, but I just got around to coloring it. And I did the 3 special attackers from Gen 1. The 3 solo stage special attackers, so Electabuzz, Magmar, and problematic ass Jinx. But I did not go the Gongoro route for Jinx. I actually sidestepped that whole thing entirely. Just fuck it, gave her blue skin because I do not even want to begin to open up that terrible, terrible hornet's nest of an accurate portrayal of Jinx. I've already been under a sensibilities firestorm before with Mishaps of Dan. I don't need another one. Word to the wise. When your sensibilities change your writing. What do I want to use for a background for this? Maybe an indoor setting. Yeah, okay. It's actually a good setting for this. Ah, shit. I think I saved it in the wrong... Oh, no, that's a WP file. Fuck that. Where's the JPEG? That's still a web file. You absolute heel. Please be a JPEG. Ah, now I gotta... You're gonna make me do the thing! Son of a... Yeah. Alright. So, I have a reference. Problem is, I have to make it. If I make it, I gotta get on fucking Microsoft Paint, and shouldn't be too bad. Oh shit. Volk. Kano. Okay. That's not the one. This is the one. Cool. Alright. I haven't been able to stream as much as I used to. A few elements to that. One of them is that I'm moving. So I've had no time to stream anything because I have to fucking look for a new apartment. Or I gotta look for a apartment. That's fun. Doing the adult life shit. And also, I want to fucking play MK11 again. Game is dookie butter. Although there are sadists at EVO who still want to watch an hour-long tournament of Keep Away. God bless them. I think I'm gonna switch to a less... Okay. This isn't as labor intensive. I lied. Oh, that's worse. That is much worse. That's slow down. Oh boy. Let me actually just go back and save a bit. Alright. Let's get a fucking volcano. What the hell am I doing? I guess it's just no, it's not. Nothing's worse than game slowdown, especially when you're playing a fighting game. Latency in a fighting game is punishable. It's like that is fucking torture. You put in an input for a combo, then you have to sit there and wait for it not to register. I used to get really mad at Street Fighter, and I think that's more of a fuck. I'm trying to think of a game that had really bad. MK11 had really bad slowdown. It's already a slow game, so when MK11 had latency problems, you would just straight up drop a combo. Like eventually, if you do draw a line in Krita, it will show up, but there's no excuse for I put in the input for a combo and then oh fuck. Hang on. Did I save that? Oh no. Yeah, well. Oh, the Weapon Master stream is gone forever. Nah. Oh no, Max cannot handle like, what do you mean by effects? Do you mean like fucking liquefy stuff like that? Because liquefy slows down everything. Liquefy is a really bad effect for latency. I really thought that Weapon Master stream was more recent. I guess not. The filter gallery, that straight up makes you. The filter gallery forces your computer to load up the gallery in total. The filter gallery loads up the entire thing in total, so that's just like that destroys a Mac. Also depends on the program. Like, as much as I hawk Metabang and Krita, they're not optimized programs. They both suffer slowdown. I think Krita has crashed on me before, like once or twice. Metabang's never crashed, but then again, Metabang it's not a fully equipped, tricked out program. I still don't have Photoshop on my Windows computer because fuck that, I refuse to pay Creative Cloud. It's a big scam, waste of money. Fucking $60 a month for a program that crashes 20% of the time. Because I use Creative Cloud at work, and it's slow and it crashes, so it's the magical duo of being unreliable and unstable. So I actually have CS5 on my Mac computer, and I've had CS5 for like No, Creative Cloud sucks. Wooly did a really good tweet on Creative Cloud a couple of years ago, and I think I like sapped a little bit of popularity off of it because I actually had like a chart of the numbers of the price, and then I told people in that tweet like, yo, you can just get Krita if you're a digital painter. You can just get Krita for free. Like, you want to spend $60 a month on this monopolistic photo editing program that isn't necessarily good for fucking digital painting. It could be a digital painting option. Or you can take this sweet ass art program from Germany that's free and give you some basic painting tools. Bada bing, bada good night. You got a drawing program right there. I fucking love Krita. I just have Krita and Metabang on my Windows because it's just like I've had it for about 2 years. I've had no reason to get anything else. There's a bunch of great freeware art programs. GIMP. I don't use GIMP, but you can use GIMP. I'm pretty sure Paint Tool Sai is pretty cheap. Paint Tool Sai is another good one. Damn. Metabang is a good illustration program. Not a good painting program. Good illustration program. I could just keep rattling off names of competitors that are free or freemium that are better than Adobe products. Pixlr used to be really good. PXLR. Paint.net's good. Paint.net's another one that I haven't used, but I've heard good things about Paint.net. Good things. Good things. Paint.net's good. Krita's good. Pixlr's good. Although Pixlr is starting to creep into freemium territory a little bit too much. Like, I think now they have a monthly plan, which that's not good, because that usually is followed by taking away features and hiding them behind a paywall. That and Toon Boom. Toon Boom is really good, but Toon Boom is like $450. It's actually like the price of Toon Boom, and Toon Boom specifically is like the price of Photoshop back in the day. Clip Paint Studio, formerly Anime Studio. No, not Anime Studio. It's Manga Studio. That used to be Manga Studio. Anime. And I'm sure that Clip Studio Paint is really good now. I like Manga Studio. I actually used it to color which comic? Spectre Skeletor, but it used to be unstable, but Clip Studio, like, that's legit. Like, actual animation houses use Clip Paint. Like, Studio Trigger uses that shit, which is actually pretty cool. Gainax also uses a bit of it. Clip Studio Paints, like, I've heard, especially their animation suite's actually, apparently, I mean, it's not on the level like Flash or Toon Boom, but it's like, you could do some cool shit with it. I've seen GIFs, I've seen tweets, I've seen videos, I've seen walk cycles. Like I probably would have done Clip Studio Pro when I first got my Windows if I didn't immediately download Krita and Metabang. Because the other thing too is that you don't want to run into the issue of having all of these art programs and getting no work done. It's like when you have a box of paint, of different paintbrushes, and you only use your flathead because you have no interest in blending. It's like, now you have all these tools, for what? So I have this weird thing where I limit myself on what programs I put on my computer. Like, I only have 2 drawing programs and 1 video editing program. And I don't even have a vector editing program on my Windows, because there's none that are really freemium that are good. Okay. I'm trying to think of another art program that's pretty good that I use. Corel Painter, but Corel Painter is also very expensive. Very good for digital painting though. I think it's actually one of those. It's one of those programs that's actually good for digital painting. Like, not like Photoshop good where it happens to be good. Like, it actually has like blending tools and materials, and you can kind of emulate the different materials you use. Like, they have a watercolor option, they have a acrylic, digital, they have ink options. Krita has that too, but Corel actually handles it much better. I still use Photoshop on my Mac though. I just use CS5 though. No need to get Creative Cloud's fucking Adobe just monopolizing the creative industry. And they really Vince McMahon'd it. Like, they did some Vince McMahon moves to stamp out things like Flash. Like, oh, Macromedia, you made Flash, great program. We're just gonna buy Macromedia. Oh, Quark, you made a great book editing software. We're just gonna buy you guys. No, I think they didn't buy Quark yet, but they bought Macromedia, who made Flash, and they're just like, now you're Adobe Flash. And then they just micromanaged Flash into a fucking hellhole. Now it's Adobe Animate, and Adobe Animate is garbage. How do you take an animation program that allows you to program ActionScript and HTML? How do you take that and make it bad? I know, you take out all of the features that, if you don't care about programming, just don't use it. You gotta make them more intuitive. By intuitive, I mean no features. Here's a timeline. Here's a pen tool. Fuck you. No programming. Can't program jack shit. But Adobe just buys. Whenever someone makes a good creative program, Adobe just buys the company. And then repackages it as Adobe. Honestly, the only company that has a chance of, well, Sony with Vegas. I think Apple with Final Cut. But they've never really been 100% going in on becoming a creative company. They like to hawk Procreate as like, hey, look at this thing you can use your tablet on, but you could also do that with Sketchbook X. Which, great program for your iPad. Sketchbook Pro X, I think, whatever. It's basically just Procreate. That's actually how I did, like, when I was doing a lot of pictures of, like, Akuma, and, like, Dalsim and Leona. Paul, when I did all that stuff, I used Sketchbook Pro. I actually got in trouble for doing that. Because I was doing an AV gig, and it was the most simple ass AV gig of turn on the camera, and you could just fuck off. So I turned on the camera and I would like draw fighting game characters while the camera was rolling. Because I didn't have to do any managing of sound or anything. So I was just sitting there drawing Paul Phoenix, and then out of nowhere, like 2 weeks in, I get a write-up that's like, "You're inattentive. I saw you drawing. That doesn't mean you're paying attention." And I was like, "Bro, I'm turning the camera on." And then I fuck off. Like, it's not an interactive gig. And then I have to stop drawing. It took away my tablet. But now I just use Sketchbook X to just make memes. Funny thing about that gig is that I couldn't draw on my tablet, so that I doubled down like an asshole and brought in my physical sketchbook and started drawing in that. Not a good idea. That is too much. Nope. Still too much. Nope. This is a really sensitive brush. My God. 4% and it's acting up? Boy. It's a really sensitive brush. %, and it's like, I wonder what happens if I put it at even lower. That's actually reasonable. I could probably clean this stuff up in here because there's a lot of messiness. You know what? Before I move to the next picture, I need to clean up some of this color in here. That's not how you do that. There we go. Alright. Careful, careful, careful. And then... Alright, so this is gonna be, it's gonna be 3. I think this, once I actually fix the coloring in here, I can move on to Jinx. I could probably finish this, I'm gonna finish these 3 on this stream, easily. It's just doing backgrounds and, like, cleaning up the inside. Alright. Color these in. Get some skulls. Some metal shit. Get some skulls going in this motherfucker. Alright, so this should be good. Yeah. Alright, so how did I solve the Jinx problem? Well, the way you solve the Jinx problem, when you have 3 Pokemon you want to draw and one of them's Jinx, is you just go full fan service. So, bada bing, bada good night. Although I do think that Jinx is based on an Onryo. Onryo. Not Onryu. Onryo. Aonryo. Onryo. An avenging snow ghost, a yokai. Okay. So we're gonna have to do a spooky background. So this parchment actually has gotta go. But I don't trust myself. So So I'm gonna make a separate layer. I think I sidestepped the Jinx problem pretty well. Especially kind of making like the hands and feet frostbitten colored. It's a nice touch. Because I knew I wanted to do all three, but I was sitting here like doing like I would do like my morning workouts. Like I'd go on my bike and start like biking around town, like doing like 10 miles, and I would just be thinking like, how am I gonna draw Jinx without pissing off Twitter? Because that's actually why I didn't use Jinx during Pokemon Stadium, because I don't even want to approach the logistical nightmare of putting a Jinx on my team. Even though Jinx is probably one of the best ice types in Gen 1. Probably, I'd argue one of the best ice types in the first 3 generations, but gotta know how to read the room. I mean, I don't think I gotta really extend that thought, but there are reasons why I don't pick certain pokes during a stream. Strategically, Jinx, great Pokemon. Logistically, Jinx could be terrible. But, yeah. Also, I just wanted to do something Nintendo related ever since that Donkey Kong Country drawing fucking hit the algorithm. I actually showed my brother, I was like, holy shit, this hit the algorithm. And he was like, dude, you're lying. And then I showed him and it was like, he's like, holy shit, it did hit the algorithm. Like, I have 20 new followers who I'm gonna actively disappoint by not doing any more Donkey Kong art for a year. I do remember Jinx having like a pretty good moveset as a rental though. I think it's like Ice Punch Psychic. You know what? I'm bored. Jinx, rental. Let me just check this real quick. Yeah, Ice Punch, Psychic, Thrash, Lovely Kiss. Great moveset. But absolutely not. I actually got a debate recently whether I ran a nothing poll on Twitter, but thinking about getting back into doing Pokemon stuff. It's either Crown Tundra, Super Stadium, or Coliseum. Gotta use Thrash off that 40 base attack. That's the Pokemon who needs Thrash, a Psychic type. It's like Rental Kadabra. I don't know if it's Pokemon Tower Rental Kadabra or I don't remember it. It was either Tower Rental or Poke Cup Rental Kadabra. Was like Psychic, Reflect, Dig, and Recover. No, it was not Recover. Depends. Honestly, I joke. It depends because Magmar has like I could be wrong, but it's like base. Fuck. I'm gonna get this number wrong. It's base. Magmar has base 92 physical attack. So giving it cross chop or giving it like submission is actually a good idea. And then Electabuzz has base 87. So giving it cross chop in Gen 2. From what I remember of the metagame, a lot of Electabuzzes carried cross chop. Because it's a semi-usable attack stat on a special attacker, which is something you don't really see a lot. I don't know, when I was playing, like when I started replaying the Pokemon games, when I was putting together my team for Stadium 1, like David Blaine and all those characters and all those pokes, you just give a Psychic type like Seismic Toss. I think the top two moves I gave my special attackers were Seismic Toss and Counter, were the two physical moves. Especially for like Stadium 2, because the Stadium 2 stats are much bulkier. Give everything Counter. Because Alakazam can survive one Earthquake from Rhydon, and you just counter it back, dead. Tauros Body Slam into counter, dead. Unless they have like a stat drop, most Psychic types can survive one physical attack, except for Jinx. I think Jinx's defense and HP is just low enough to get one hit. But it's like giving a special attack. Like giving Thrash to Jinx is like people who give Blizzard to Raticate. Like that's a meme move. That's not a legitimate strategy. That's a wouldn't it be funny? Persian Bubble Beam. Yeah, well, Persian Bubble Beam is more acceptable. But also, Jinx learns Thrash naturally, so that was a developer thing, was to give her Thrash. Terrible move for a Psychic type. You're better off just giving her Seismic Toss. Seismic Toss or counter. Was I right about this? 92. 95 base attack, Magmar. 83, okay. Also gonna go out on a limb here. Electabuzz and Magmar did not need evolutions. And both of them are ugly. Electrave's ugly. Magmortar is uglier. Big duck face with rocket hands. What is that? I mean, I'm also all for meme moves. Like Starmie. You can teach Starmie Attract in Gen 2. For no reason. Attract does not work on Starmie because Starmie is genderless, but you can teach Starmie... you can teach Starmie Attract. Yep. I thought I was wrong. I thought I was making this up. But I can actually pull up the attack decks from Gen 2. So you got Attract up here on the display. Hang on. Let me pull this up for a second because I need to show this. It's one of my favorite bits of dumb Pokemon trivia. Where's my display? Let's make a display. Fucking whatever. Doesn't even matter. Alright. So I'm gonna move this back. Okay. So, up here, you have the attack decks. Attract. Yeah. Power points, 15. Infatuates targets, making it hard for them to attack with foes of the opposite gender. Where is it? Further. A little 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 further. Okay, whoa. Starmie? Starmie is genderless. And yet it can learn Attract. Totally useless move. If you use it with Starmie, it just repeatedly fails. Yep. It's one of my favorite trivias. Like, what? I'm pretty sure it's the only genderless Pokemon that can learn Attract, which is fun. I bet they patched that out. Man, that's a big brain strat. You know what Slack King needs? Let's give him Focus Punch on the Truant ability so he never uses it. He just tightens his focus and he doesn't care anymore. Truant Focus Punch is another big brain strat. Give a poke with Truant. Focus Punch. 2-turn attack. That attacks on the second turn, so he never uses it. That's a good strat. Or when you're facing Agatha and she has Gengar out, switch to Golbat into Thunderbolt. Big play. Had that happen multiple times I played through Red version, is she would randomly switch in the worst Pokemon to take an attack. I've had her switch into Golbat Rock Slide. I've had her switch into Haunter Earthquake. I've had her switch into Haunter Psychic. Those are some big brain plays. I think the I think the dementia's setting in, but that's... why would you say something that... Don't say something like that. Oh, wait. I already said. But yeah, Track to Genderless Starmie is fucking excellent. Love it. Or when the Gen 1 AI was really bad back in the day. Oh god. I learned a lot about Gen 1 AI just by replaying Red version for Sandshrew only. Especially the like super effective programming where a trainer or more of a gym leader will always use a move that's super effective against a Pokemon even if it's not an attacking move, and will not use moves that are not very effective even if they do deal damage. So here's a fun thing to try if you ever play Red version again. Get to Lance, and when he takes out his Dragonite, send out Machop. Or Machoke. Or no. Just send out I think... I don't know if he would Hyper Beam it, but send out Machoke. And watch him keep trying to use Agility as a Psychic move. Because Agility is a Psychic type attack, but it's not an attack. But the AI is so dumb that it reads Agility as a Psychic move, which beats a Fighting type Pokemon. So Lance will soft lock his Dragonite into doing Agility infinitely. That's a good one. And then not a programming error, but still great, is Jasmine having a Steelix with Sunny Day. Steelix can learn no fire moves. That is just a move slot used to kill Steelix faster. My Steelix needs a move for the 4th slot. But yeah, Sunny Day on Steelix is one of my favorites. That's a big brain strat right there, Jasmine. Three level 50 Dragonite. That's another good one. Although to be fair, it's 3 Dragonite all with different moves. Three Dragonite Lance. What a nerd. I took a break for a second. I had to look up something for Dig. I always used to miss Dig playing Gen 2. And I realized that because of the National Park, I always skip the National Park. Oh, one of my other favorite big brain moments in Red version, Game Freak in general, Exeggutor not having a threatening moveset at the champion. So, Arcanine, when you pick, what was it? If you pick, I forgot it. I think it was Charmander. When you pick either Charmander or Bulbasaur, your rival will have an Exeggutor at the end of the game. The thing is, unlike Arcanine, where they gave Arcanine a custom moveset, they forgot to do that for Exeggutor. So Exeggutor's final moves are Barrage and Hypnosis. A level 53 Exeggutor with Barrage and Hypnosis. Barrage, Hypnosis, and Stomp. Wow, a lot of these movesets are trash for the champion. Except for the starter. Good thing they fixed that in the remakes. No. This is from, this is Red and Blue version champion. I'm gonna read off some of these moves. Rhydon has Leer, Tail Whip, Fury Attack, Horn Drill. Red version's based on speed, so Rhydon with base 40 speed has Horn Drill, which means that it will probably miss on the majority of Pokemon it uses it on. Oh no, Gen 1, it's, looking back at it, it's easy by incompetence. What I mean by that is, it's easy because the Pokemon don't have, your opponents don't have great moves, and their AIs are busted. Like, their logic's completely busted. Again, bring a fighting type against Dragonite, and Lance will soft lock himself into agility for an infinite amount of turns because he thinks Because his AI's logic believes that Psychic is super effective against fighting types, but it cannot discern whether or not Agility is an attacking move. I'm pretty sure they fixed the moveset by Gen by like yellow version. I'm pretty sure the champion actually has formidable moves. That's why we love Gen 1. It's a janky mess. Yeah, the moves in yellow version are reasonable. Thunderbolt, yeah, I can get behind these. Gen 2's AI is much smarter than Gen 1. I think the problem with Gen 2 is that the actual... You have to only play like Crystal Clear version to get a challenge out of it, like the ROM hack, because the leveling in Gen 2 is really bad. The come down after you beat Johto, where it's like you fight Janine and she whips out a level 37 Crobat, and that's supposed to be terrifying. Oof. Brock with a level 44 Amistar. But then there's a massive skill jump between that and Blue, who Blue, like, Red is a tough fight, but Blue is incredibly smart. Logic-wise. Like, the dude pulls out real strats. It's actually kind of scary. Yeah, I do like that, is that it's not... There's not a lot of... The one thing I like about the leveling in Gen 2... It's two-pronged. One thing is that it allows you to actually branch out. So once you beat Ecruteak, you can either go east or west and not struggle, which is cool. And then also you don't have to spend time killing wilds. Like, even when I was playing Sword and Shield, I remember I had like 1 or 2 streams where it was just like I spent the entire stream just killing wilds because I need to grind. And there's no, like, the rematch function in Gen 8 is terrible. I'm actually... The leveling is the only problem, but I actually like Gen 2 a lot more. It's better. It's better. Definitely, logic-wise, the AI is a lot more of a challenge. Especially when you get towards, like, the end. It's a massive logic jump. Yeah, everyone says I should get Legends Arceus. Big maybe. I don't know. Sword and Shield. I had my fill of Gen 8 after Sword and Shield because that was a disaster. I mean, it wasn't a disaster, but it was such a lukewarm experience that I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a break from playing the modern stuff. Because Sword and Shield was just rushed. The funny thing is that I think that YouTube overreacted when it comes to Sword and Shield. Like, people were saying, like, it's the worst thing on the world. It's like a massive travesty or whatever. And it's like the worst thing to ever exist. It's not that bad. It's just that it's rushed and it feels rushed. But the thing is that I don't really want to play BDSP because I don't really want to play BDSM. Sorry. I don't want to play BDSP because I never liked Diamond and Pearl in the first place. It was never, I think Diamond and Pearl is actually one that made me quit for like 5 years. I'm not, yeah, but I'm not gonna, I don't know. Everybody's different. I would not buy a remake I would not buy a remake for a title I didn't like just to get like a few like event pokes that are gonna be useful for like a tournament. That's not enough for me to want to power through a title I hated. Yeah, no, I just didn't do it. Also, the remakes are super buggy. Like, I saw glitches where it's like, if you hatch an egg, like the guy that's in front of that blocks the path to Sunshore, you can get past him if you hatch an egg on the same step that you run into the guy. And it's like, you're talking about a game made in 2022 and it's still horribly buggy. Like, speedrunners are already doing those weird black screen any percents for the remakes. And it's like, you guys aren't even... What it is for me, specifically when it comes to Pokemon, is that they're just making too many titles. They're making way too many titles in way short of a time. Nothing's getting play tested. You're having massive quality drops. Like, Sword and Shield was... I didn't think it was the worst thing ever, but there is a huge quality drop. Like, the end game for Sword and Shield happened so fast after... Like, after you beat I think it was like the 6th gym leader? 5th or 6th gym leader. Or something. You just go right into endgame. Like, Gym Leader 7, Gym Leader 8, right after each other. No dungeon, no plot movement, just boom. That's it. The end game happened so fast. Like, when I finished Sword and Shield on stream, I was shocked because I was like, I should not be getting to endgame this fast, and I kind of shrugged into beating endgame, and it's just like, this is terrible. And Eternus isn't even a fight that you can... And Eternus isn't even a fight that you have control over. Like, you're gonna win that no matter what. That's a complete handhold. You don't even need to do... You don't even really need to try for that. That's just been my big problem with Pokemon as a product. Is just like, I really feel like they're launching way too many things. Like, they're already talking about whatever new version now. They're already talking about doing another mainline RPG when you just launched Arceus. Like, when they announced the remake, when it's like Sword and Shield came out in 2019. Well, because they're just like, There's no need to do it, but I think that it's really sacrificing quality now. Because they're just like rushing titles out the door. They don't let anything breathe. Like, okay. Compare Pokemon's release calendar to Legend of Zelda. I think that's a good comparison. Legend of Zelda has launched 2 games in the span of Pokemon launching 4. And they're both RPGs. Zelda had Breath of the Wild, which was a Wii U game. So that came out in 2015. And they had Link's Awakening HD. That was it. And Link's Awakening HD is a remake. Pokemon launched new Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake, and Legends Arceus in the same amount of time. All, except for Snap, all extensive RPGs. It's ridiculous. And you know, Pokemon YouTube overreacts over everything. Like, they always say that every new title is the worst thing on earth, but it's not. But it's also, like, there's massive quality drops. And that's why I just haven't... After Sword and Shield, I just said, you know what? I'm going to take a break from this. Because the quality drop from Sword and Shield is really bad. But I think the big problem with, like, Pokemon now is the fact that a lot of companies now do... I think it's a lot of it has to do with how Street Fighter V launched. Sounds weird, but I think a lot of what's happening now can be attributed to how awful Street Fighter V launched. And yet how much they're able to change the narrative to say that, oh no... It was a great launch. No, I made a tweet about it, and I think what's happening now is that a lot of companies realize that they can launch a product really, really bad, and if the fan base is willing to go to bat for it, they can just, like, fix it later. And Game Freak does that all the time. Street Fighter V's launch was a travesty. And the thing is that I've never supported Street Fighter. Yeah, I know that there are titles that did it before Street Fighter, but Street Fighter V was the first, like, big AAA title to launch completely unfinished and terrible, but Capcom was able to, like, use mass hypnosis to change the narrative to being like, it's this game that came from rags to riches, and Capcom worked so hard to make it good, and it's like, it's Street Fighter. They shouldn't have to work to make it good. It should be good out of the box. What do you mean they worked hard to make it good? I made a tweet about that, actually, where I was just like, yo, Why is everybody saying that Street Fighter V was a redemption arc? It was an unpolished mess that was intentionally unpolished. So now Game Freak just does a bunch of these kinds of just shoddy launches of their products, and then they're like, well, we have to work so hard to make it good, and the best ammunition they have are fanboys and fangirls who will then, you know, hop on the bandwagon and say, but, well, Game Freak had to release it now. They had to. And it's like they're a billion-dollar company. They could do whatever they want. And who cares if they miss one quarter to make a better product? But you have people who violently defend them, which is the other side of it. And as long as Pokemon's profitable for both Nintendo and Game Freak, they're not going to stop this, like, insane schedule they have now. You barely have time to understand one Pokemon game before they're already doing announcements for the next one. I'm trying to think of, like, a good comparison, but it's like, damn. It's like if Final Fantasy 10, 11, 12, and 13 all came out in the span of 2002 to 2006. Yeah, Street Fighter V launched as an, quote, early access game, and they were able to basically spin it as they had to do it for tourneys. And now more companies do that same strategy of just launching a unfinished AAA title and then, you know, make it better over time with patches. I was talking to someone about this actually, and I was saying, like, imagine if when Super Mario Brothers 3 came out, big monumentous thing, you know, everyone loves to talk about, well, not loves it, like, Super Mario 3, great release, great game. Imagine if it launched poorly, like, if you only had the first 5 worlds, and then, like, in 1996, you had to take your cartridge over to GameStop and say, I would like the last 3 worlds from Super Mario Bros. 3 on this cartridge. That's basically what Street Fighter V did, but because everything's digital, it's considered more acceptable. Insane. All right. I think I'm done here. I think the only thing left is to get the get that parchment effect going. And the thing about Street Fighter almost messed me up as much as I was playing Tekken 5 with my brother and some bandmates and some friends, and we were playing Tekken 7, and I realized that there was a massive wall of characters that are blocked off as DLC. Oh, that hit different. And not in a good way. Boy, I miss unlockables. What's the katakana for Jinx? What's the katakana for Electabuzz? Let's figure this out. Excuse me. Electabuzz, Jinx, Magmar. What are your Japanese names? Rujla? 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 Jinx is Rujla. Rujla? Rujla. Alright. Rujla. That's interesting. See if I still know how to write this stuff. R U L J small y R A. Rujla. All right. Oh no. Oh. Umbreon's Japanese name is pretty bad. Well, there's Jolteon, Sunders, Boober. I'm a child. Magmar is Boober. Because I'm 7. And Jolteon is Sunders. Thunders. Flareon is Fire. I forget what Vaporeon's is. Umbreon's is Black. Not good. Jinx territory. Magmar is Boober. I'm not even making this up. I'm sure that means something else. But I'm 7. Electabuzz is Elebu. Rugala. Alright. Sorry for the weird camera. I had to move it over while I was reading the katakana. Alright. Let's actually put this in the lower corner. I like that better. All right. There we go. All right. I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, I can post these. So we got good old Rugala. We got Boober here, Magmar, and we got Elaboo. Good old Electabuzz. And that's how you draw some special attackers as some Samura and an Oni and an Onryo. So yeah, I'm probably gonna post this tonight and go lay down and take a nap. Thanks for joining me for tonight. Had a great conversation talking about Pokemon and the state of modern gaming and Game Freak rushing through all their products. But unfortunately, it is that time for me to go. So I got to get out of here and figure out this mic problem. But that's a problem for Moose of another day to figure out. Thanks for joining me for tonight. I got to go. See you later. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
One.